with Destiny Tarot. To those of you who are returning viewers, already subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love each and every one of you so, so much. And to those of you who are new, welcome. Go ahead, just subscribe, you know, hit that bell button so you can get notified when I post a new video, as well as when I go live, okay? So today we are going to be digging in for all of the signs. This is going to be a timeless reading, so if you find this at a later date, do not worry, do not fret. This will still apply to you whenever you find the video, okay? But we're going to cover money for the next 30 days, and this is going to be for all of my zodiac signs, okay? It's going to be for all of them. We're going to give you the works. We're going to cover everybody. You know, if you want additional details, of course, go ahead and watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, okay? So, of course, we're covering all 12 signs in this video. You will be able to find that for all of your placements that you are curious about, you're interested in, okay? Also, Jupiter is a planet, the planet in our chart that's about making money. It's about good luck, manifestation, our life's work, things like that. So I do highly recommend as well when it comes to your money readings to go ahead and look at your Jupiter placement as well, okay? So today we will be having an extended as well, you guys. In the extended, we're going to do all 12 zodiac signs again as well. But those extended readings are going to be available for purchase through Patreon. So I will be putting the links down below once those are uploaded to Patreon. Quick reminder, if you wanted to do the monthly membership, you get access to literally everything. So all of the extended reads for our readings here on YouTube, you'll get access to everything for $7.77 a month. And then if you just want to purchase like one individual astrological sign or one reading, those will be linked in the description box down below. Welcome. Thank you for being here, you guys. So we're about to dig in here and go over your money for the next 30 days. So of course, everything else that you need to know is going to be linked down below, you guys. And of course, with the tarot deck that I'm using today, thanks for liking the live, you guys, and for being here. But for the tarot deck that I am using today, of course, go ahead and check out my TikTok. If you want to purchase this deck, it's in my showcase and linked to a lot of my videos over there. But yeah, so we'll go ahead. We'll start to dig in for each of the signs, you guys. And if you don't have TikTok yet, I will have that linked in the description as well after the live is over, to where you can go ahead and download TikTok and they will give you some TikTok shop money. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig into our Aries. Let's write down the timestamp. Those will also be in the description box if you're watching this at a later date or coming back to rewatch. You have to let me know if you can hear me because I just got a phone call. So something was trying to interrupt me. For Aries, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if within the next 30 days there's some kind of interruption. Some kind of interruption when it comes to your finances, just like how I was trying to get started here with your reading. And then I got that call, which always makes the audio stop in the lives. Okay, perfect. Thank you for confirming that you can hear me. So what can Aries expect in their finances for the next 30 days? Okay, so for some of my Aries, you're literally getting a new job. The interruption could just be that pay lag. I'm kind of feeling that for my Aries with this Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's definitely the energy of kind of like starting some kind of new venture. It could be a new job. It also could be like a new business venture if you are an entrepreneur. So like maybe there's some startup costs associated with whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to do within the next 30 days. But yeah, definitely a little bit of an energy of feeling as if there's delays. I'm being told to tell you though, there's not really any delays. That's all kind of like an illusion within your mind when it comes to your money within the next 30 days. Because I feel as if Aries, again, you are literally investing in new things. Okay. So of course there's going to be a little bit of time between that initial investment and like seeing things pay off. Oh, we will get to Leo. This is all signs. So 7 of Wands. For my Aries as well, there is an energy of kind of needing to maybe step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. You know, really put yourself out there and really fight for what it is that you're desiring, okay? So if you're trying to get a new job, of course, you're having to interview, you're having to market yourself a certain way. And there's definitely this energy of showing up and being loud and proud about what it is that you're desiring to have, and working towards that. Okay, so the big message here for you as well that God, your spirit guides, the universe would like you to know, Aries, is don't allow yourself to get discouraged, okay? Because I feel as if for this specific collective, my Aries are people who have tried to start new ventures. So like maybe you're somebody where you've started new jobs in the past and you were hoping to stay at that company until you retire or for several years, but then it just didn't end up working out that way. And I'm being told to not allow that to kind of taint your perception of your current situation and current experience, okay? Also, when it comes to any new opportunity, if you have like a business venture, for example. So if you're trying to get a new business partnership or like investing in some kind of new business that you've been wanting to start up, maybe you've had other businesses in the past where things just didn't quite pan out exactly how you expected them to. And maybe there's even been businesses that you've had to let go, right? Like maybe I'm getting that phrase like, you know, when they say, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like maybe you've had some business ventures where it really wasn't, and you put in a lot of time and effort, and, you know, there is a little bit of a feeling of, being afraid that those same things will happen again, okay? But I'm being told to tell you, do not allow that to taint your perspective of this new opportunity, because this is definitely different, and I do feel an energy around, you know, remaining diligent and getting different results. I'm also hearing, you know, how people say like insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. So your guides are kind of cautioning you, Aries, for the next 30 days to go ahead and take different actions if you're desiring different results, okay? So definitely go ahead and do that within the next 30 days. You may be pleasantly surprised about the outcome of these options, or, you know, yeah, the opportunities. We're going to get you a closing message for my Aries. Hello, everybody in the chat. Some interesting messages in there. Thanks for being in the live and liking the live. Let's get a closing message for Aries. Okay, so ultimately for my Aries in the next 30 days, you are going to have an opportunity to creatively express yourself. Even if you work in a field, I'm hearing even if you work in a field where it's not necessarily like traditionally considered creative, right? Even then, You are getting the opportunity to kind of express yourself, making something yours, and really getting to put your ideas out there, them being heard and appreciated by others. But also with the Knight of Cups, to me, this is like getting satisfaction out of your ventures as well, okay? So whatever you're working on money-wise, you know, don't allow the initial finances or startup costs or anything like that to get you in your head, because ultimately you will end up enjoying the next 30 days. You're going to be getting fulfillment from the work that you're doing, and any kind of new partnerships that you take on. So that's what I have for my Aries. You guys, again, stick around, watch your sun, moon, rising sign. And then for money, I normally would recommend like Jupiter would be another good planet to watch if you're interested in watching other signs within your chart. And once this is uploaded, the extended on Patreon will be linked down below for each and every sign. In the extended reading, again, we are doing love, okay, since we're covering money in the live. So let's see, Taurus will be next. OMG, you guys. I am single. My ring doesn't mean I'm in a relationship. It was a gift from my mom. Okay. Let's see here. So Taurus, we're going to go over money for the next 30 days. If I can get my pen to work. Okay, and again, if you want to follow me on TikTok, I'm going to have that linked down below. TikTok will also give you some TikTok shop money for using my link. So definitely do that. Thanks for liking the live and being here, you guys. Okay, so Taurus, money in the next 30 days. Okay, so there's definitely wish fulfillment here. What does this say here? It says, what I've been working for is already done on the card. So for my Taurus, there is this energy of you're actually entering your new cycle within the next 30 days. You're already there, Taurus. I have to fix my light. It's just getting a little dim. Yeah, I think Taurus, honestly, there's things that you've already been working on. I kind of feel like Taurus, you're actually entering a much more stable phase when it comes to your career and finances, whatever projects you have. If you are an entrepreneur, I do feel as if for my Taurus, you are entering this like maintenance phase, okay? So within the next 30 days, you're really more so focused on actually maintaining whatever it is that you've already created. I also feel this energy of like kind of tweaking things, okay? So I feel as if for my Taurus, you've already seen results. You've already had some good results within whatever it is that you're doing, but you are wanting to see something a little bit different or have a little bit of growth. And so you're making these minor improvements on something that you've already been doing, okay? Let's see here. Six of Pentacles. I also feel as well that you're actually going to be receiving accolades. I'm really feeling accolades you're going to be receiving from different people as well. So this could be in the form of like literal assistance. So if you have a particular business and there's anything that you've wanted to improve with that business, the Six of Pentacles here is honestly kind of giving that vibe of like meeting the right people at the right time, or even friendships and relationships that you already have, them actually investing in you, investing in your business, giving you tips. It's giving like getting free advice, or even if you have somebody who has a certain skill set, like, you know, somebody who does marketing and you have an online business, it's like they are actually helping you and giving you free materials and free ideas, or maybe even creating flyers, different things like that. It's like you are having somebody who's actually assisting you. Or like, I'm getting the idea of like my clothing business, right? As I do resale, I sell clothes. It's like having somebody who's worked in merchandising, for example, and then they come along and they actually help you prep your items and get the photos ready. So you're definitely going to be receiving, and I'm really feeling more so in the sense of like assistance in improving and improving your business. So for some of my Taurus as well, you might actually be getting approved for something. If you've been desiring like getting approved for a business loan, for example, or you know, for example, with content creation, you've been waiting to get approved to be monetized, right? Thank you for liking the live. How I mentioned TikTok shop at the beginning of this reading, it could also even be, you know, like you're getting approved to be a TikTok shop affiliate so you can start selling products, or a TikTok shop seller. But there's definitely approvals and improvements in the next 30 days for my Taurus, okay? So again, it's just like these little tweaks, these little additions that are kind of going into your finances, your career. It's not as if things are completely shifting and changing, because you've already created the base. Okay, so then we have the Five of Pentacles here. So what's the Five of Pentacles about? Okay, so I think I got this in the last reading. I can't remember exactly what sign this was for, but it was on the All Signs Blessings reading for the next 30 days. So with the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords here, honestly, for my Taurus as well, I would not be surprised if there's like certain things that you do within your business currently that are actually somewhat redundant, things that really are not necessary. You could actually save yourself quite a bit of time, maybe even money, by just cutting these simple things out. For others of you, this could be just like cutting other things out of your life. So like, for example, if you have any bad habits, like maybe sleeping in too late, or not starting your day by a certain time, or staying up too late. You know, it's just giving that you're cutting those things out. Again, this is minor modifications. I'm not feeling as if it's anything super major, but also maybe there's like some steps that you take in your business prep and you're no longer needing to do that, or you're realizing like a quicker way. So there's some kind of efficiencies coming about for Taurus as well within the next 30 days when it comes to career, business. For some of you, it honestly could even be outside of like your literal work. It could be the fact that you are actually, like, for example, you hire somebody to clean your house, or maybe you're getting takeout one additional night a week while you're working. So then that way you don't have to like make a meal and worry about all of that. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the last thing for my Taurus as well is that you are going to be coming up with a lot of new ideas. I feel as if within the next 30 days for your new ideas, it's not quite time to act on them yet. So again, you're more in the maintenance and tweaking phase of your current project, okay? So you're within that, but once that's complete, you will be moving on to new projects, new ideas. So at this time, I'm really hearing it's important for you to write down all of the ideas that you come up with within that next 30-day time period, because the time to act upon that is going to come sooner versus later, especially with all of the assistance that you're going to be receiving within the next 30 days from different experts to help get your business to that next level, or your career to that next level. Then once you have that solidified and you've cut out those redundancies, you know, in your current setup or whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to be able to act upon that. So definitely write down your ideas. It's not the time to talk about it though, okay? So with the Four of Pentacles, this is about keeping things close to your chest. So you will want to keep those ideas to yourself. Don't talk about things until, you know, they're actually in play. But that's what I have for my Taurus for money for the next 30 days, you guys. Again, the extended will be on Patreon. I will have that linked down below once I get those uploaded today. And that one's going to be love for the next 30 days. And again, you can purchase a single individual reading, but of course you're going to get the most value if you subscribe to my Patreon, $7.77 a month. And that will get you access to all of the extendeds, okay? Thank you guys again for being in the live, liking the live, all of the things. Oh, thank you for all the kind comments, you guys. The other ones that are a little crazy, I'm just not gonna acknowledge. YouTube is honestly a crazy place because I have TikTok as well, of course, which again, you guys, if you don't have TikTok already, I'm going to put the link down below where you can sign up for TikTok. They'll give you some TikTok shop money. And then of course, if you want the deck that I'm using today, you can buy that as well from my TikTok shop showcase. But the lives on YouTube, oh my goodness, you get such different commentary over here on YouTube versus like TikTok, I swear, is all love and just a different vibe. But you get some interesting folks in the lives here on YouTube, but I'm gonna still show up, okay? So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Gemini for money within the next 30 days. So, let's see here. I don't know why this is relevant, but I did have like 2 markers over here, you guys. And this one, I didn't like how it was writing. It was like kind of running out. And anyways, so I'm using this one instead, which is literally just a slighter different shade than the other one. I don't know if that's relevant for Gemini, but honestly, I feel as if maybe there's something that you've been doing or something that you've been using when it comes to your money. Honestly, I'm getting for some of you, it's literally like just getting a different bank account. So maybe even at your current bank, you are becoming aware of maybe a different kind of savings account that pays a little bit more interest. Or maybe you're getting like a different investment account, or maybe even just changing how you allocate your current investments. But there's something that you're going to do that's just going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be drastically different, but you're just not getting the exact results that you're desiring from the way that you've been doing things. I'm getting the feeling though that Gemini has been getting results. I feel like my Geminis, you've been getting results. You've been getting good results. It's just not exactly what you've been hoping for or desiring. It's not exactly how you have envisioned things. And so for my Geminis, you're actually just going to be doing something just a little bit different. Maybe you're even implementing like a new technology as well, for example. So like if you do have your own business, or even if you are working a traditional career, maybe you're becoming aware of like some kind of new technology that would make your job a little bit easier, make things quicker for you. But that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And I do see that Gemini is actually going to be getting results that they desire within the next 30 days. Okay, yeah, honestly, you're going to make a very small change. It's going to seem as if it's minimal, right? But it leads to this tower moment, my Geminis, okay? So with the tower, everything is actually going to completely shift, okay? So I actually feel as if for my Geminis, you are going to be extremely pleased and surprised with how things flip. It almost feels overnight for my Geminis. It feels as if for my Geminis, like you have been doing something, going at something for quite some time. And again, things like you're getting results, you're getting good results, you're getting somewhat of what you desire, but you're not quite where you exactly want to be. I'm also hearing for some of my Geminis, like for example, if you are a Gemini who already invests, so you're somebody who invests in crypto, stocks, ETFs, the whole works, right? Whatever you're invested in. Maybe you're learning a different skill set. So like earlier today, I was watching this video about somebody who day trades, and she said she made $11,000 in like 30 minutes. So for some of my Geminis, I'm honestly getting that vibe, you guys. Some of you, you might actually have a crazy situation like that come up. 1:55 on the clock as I say that, to where you're making like a massive amount of money suddenly, all because you just like tweaked what you were doing or learned an additional skill set. Okay, so again, this is like giving finding a new savings account that pays additional interest. This is giving learning a new investment skill. That's really what it's giving. If you are somebody who, you know, sells products, you're learning a new way to market whatever it is that you're selling, and it's like all you did was change one little thing and now you're getting massive results, you guys. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you can't make that up. I literally told you that story about that woman who basically, in my opinion, that's pretty much a windfall of wealth, in my opinion, to be able to learn a skill set where you literally can make $11,000 in a matter of minutes. Like, that's crazy to me. But people do it. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, you guys, with the Wheel of Fortune, you are literally entering this era of good luck, blessings, windfalls, all of these good things in the next 30 days, you guys. So for my Gemini, honestly, I'm not surprised because as we know, you know, the zodiac placements, especially if you're within, if you have Gemini in a major placement, I would say for those of you as well who do have Gemini as your Jupiter, of course, this is going to be a really lucky time for you. 2025 is astrologically just going to be a good year for my Gemini placements, okay? So, and this is indicative of that. So I also feel as if, you know, maybe for some of my Geminis, you've had a little bit of a rockier start to 2025, or things have been shifting and changing already, you know, especially with this Tower card here. And it's like you are literally having the Tower card shift you immediately into this abundant era, okay? So it's like you are finally being aligned with the right places at the right time, the right people, the right opportunities for you, to where things are really just taking off for my Geminis. Six of Swords is all about entering a new, more peaceful era as well. So with the Six of Swords energy, you guys, that is like if you've had any difficulty with finances, you've had any shifting changes that have felt kind of difficult for you, that's of the past, okay? This card literally says progress on it as well. So, you know, I feel as if my Geminis, you're going to be very satisfied in the next 30 days, okay? Your progress that you're making, number one, I'm like literally getting chills. I'm getting that energy of like being blown away. It's like, you know, those people who say those affirmations of like, God, show me how good life can get. Show me how good this can get. And it's being answered for my Geminis, okay? You are literally going to have that answered for you. So let's go ahead and get one final message for my Geminis. Honestly, this is such a good vibe. Page of Cups. Yeah, honestly, the next 30 days, you are going to be feeling the new era. You are going to be experiencing the new era, and you are going to be getting a lot of satisfaction. This is the vibe of feeling like, wow, this happy era of my life is finally beginning. Things are finally starting to work out for me the way that I've been desiring. All of the effort that I've been putting in is finally starting to pay off, okay? So Gemini, it's giving finally, okay? Yeah, and the lights, you guys, we're gonna have to ignore the lighting because these little lights that I have are dying already. But don't forget, you guys, we are going to have What's Next in Love as well for all the zodiac signs. That's going to be the extended reading on Patreon, which I will link all of the videos down below once I have those done later today. And then... oh, with the extendeds, okay, you can purchase a single individual extended. I would recommend, though, if you like the extended readings, to just subscribe monthly. It's going to be $7.77 for the access to literally all of the extendeds. Okay. Had to reapply my lipstick because, you know, it's just very important. Thanks to everybody in the live for liking the live, commenting, boosting the views. Appreciate you guys. Ooh. Okay, so we are gonna do Cancer next. Okay, Cancers. So what can my Cancers expect in the next 30 days for money? Again, this is going to apply Sun, Moon, rising sign, and I would say Jupiter. For the extended, that's going to be about love. That one, I would say instead of your Jupiter, you'll want to watch your Venus sign. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what's next in money for my Cancer in the next 30 days. I don't know why I said what's next in money, because this is literally just like touching in on your money and finances in the next 30 days. So for my Cancers, I would not be surprised if you literally are stepping into a brand new opportunity. Okay, Six of Cups. So honestly, it's kind of giving the vibe of either there's been an opportunity that my Cancers, you felt like you missed in the past. So this could potentially be like a literal job opportunity that comes back around, like the same company, the same exact job, the same, like, say for example, if you wanted to start a business, now you actually have the finances to like restart the business again. Maybe you had to take a pause, or maybe like you've wanted to become an influencer and you took a break from that. But it's kind of, it's just giving that you are getting the same exact opportunity coming back around, you guys. And it's one that you honestly honors your inner child. So the Six of Cups, if you see it on this card, it says returning to one's roots. So it's really in touch with like who you genuinely are as an individual, and what it is that you actually genuinely desire for your life. For others of you, it might not be like the same exact opportunity, the same exact company, position, whatever, coming back around. But it could be like, for example, if you wanted to be a manager at, I don't know why I was thinking a clothing store, okay? Say you wanted to be a manager at JCPenney's or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. It's giving the energy of getting another job opportunity, but this one is at like Macy's or Nordstrom as a manager there. So it's coming back around, but I'm also feeling that it is improved as well. So with the Wheel of Fortune card here, I'm honestly feeling like whatever this opportunity is, it's coming along with more money, okay? So if you resonate with like being an entrepreneur, starting your own business, anything like that for my Cancers, this is giving that you're going to make more money this time around. So say, for example, like with my resale business, for example, I first started it years ago and I only sold my own things. That's literally all I could afford to do. So I started with just selling things that I no longer wanted, that I no longer wore. And then I took a pause from it. And then when I came back to doing it, I had funds to actually buy inventory and have, you know, a massive amount of inventory, which leads to more sales and making more money ultimately, right? And I also couldn't afford packaging, all that stuff when I first started. But then now I have like poly mailers that are specific to what I want. I have the thermal printer, the whole deal, right? So it's kind of giving that. It's like whatever this was before, you're able to make more money now. It's evolved in a way, and it's just giving improvements. Let's see. So what else for Cancer for money the next 30 days. Okay, so for a lot of my signs, who was this? I want to say maybe it was Aries. Aries also had a similar vibe, so I wouldn't be surprised if you had Aries kind of dominant in your chart, Cancers. With the Page of Pentacles, this is about investing into something. So again, investing into something new. This literally says new job. So again, for some of you, you could literally be getting a new job. I also wouldn't be surprised, you guys, if maybe you moved on from like a previous company and then that company is coming back to you again, but with a higher position than what you used to have. Like maybe even a job from a couple years ago, or like a company that you used to work with a couple of years ago. So what's else? So I do see some comments with the personals, you guys. I am going to be selling personal readings. I do have a link for my Etsy shop. You can go ahead and purchase them there for right now. I'm going to be expanding what I offer as well. I'm going to work on that this week. But let's see. Cancer. For some of you as well, honestly, that message is relevant even with talking about the personal readings, that you could be expanding your offerings, okay? So for some of my Cancers, again, if this is a job, I'm feeling that, you know, you're potentially taking on additional responsibilities, getting a higher position, things like that, right? You're going to have more money, you're going to have more responsibilities. For some of my Cancers, it's not going to be necessarily like taking on additional responsibilities. It's going to be more so in like what I just mentioned of having additional offerings, expanding what it is that you provide for others. Maybe some of you also can resonate with like having a resale business, having a clothing business and Etsy, and you're expanding whatever it is that you have to offer. So maybe you literally get a big shipment of inventory, or you have modified your process to where now you're more efficient. You can produce more within a shorter period of time while still executing like quality, providing quality. Page of Swords. I'm also getting the energy of just trying things, trying new things for my Cancers within the next 30 days, okay? So Page of Swords to me, I'm not gonna lie, is one of the immature cards of the deck. I gotta be real with my Cancers, okay? But what I will say, Cancer, is with the Page of Swords, I'm not getting like this immaturity. I'm getting this energy of like trying things and seeing what will work and what will get you new results. So the next 30 days feels a little bit experimental to me, which makes sense because the other thing is like, yeah, if you are getting a new job, you're getting new responsibilities, things that you haven't done before, of course, there's a little bit of an experimental energy that comes along with that because you're going to have to learn new skill sets, try different things, modify what you're already an expert in to suit the situation, right? So my Cancers, you're really going to be experimenting, trying new things within the next 30 days. Let's get one final message for my Cancers. Okay, again, this was relevant within the Aries reading. If you have Aries heavy in your chart, go ahead and watch that as well. I am going to be linking that down below. Or putting the timestamp down below, you guys. So with this, it's like in the next 30 days, my Cancers, you are a little bit fearless. It's giving that energy of, again, you know, being experimental, but having the courage to do it, okay? Because it does take a bit of courage to do things a little bit different, think outside of the box, and to take new actions. And I feel like for my Cancer collective that are watching this video, I honestly feel as if you've really mastered that skill set in this lifetime to where you're going to be able to continue to get different results because you are always willing to try new things, okay? So that's what I have for my Cancers for money within the next 30 days. Do not forget, you guys, that once this is uploaded, I'm going to be uploading to Patreon later today for what is next in love for all of my zodiac signs in the next 30 days. They will be available for purchase on an individual basis, which I will have them linked down below. But if you're somebody like me, you like to watch your sun, moon, rising. And for the love, you're going to want to watch Venus. So quick reminder, for the money, you're going to want to watch Jupiter. And for love, you're going to want to watch your Venus sign. But that will be linked down below if you want to watch all of the signs. Obviously, get the monthly membership for $7.77, and you'll get access to all of my extended readings, you guys. So we will move on to Leo here in a second, you guys. Thank you for liking the live, for being here, for doing all of the things. And of course, again, if you want to watch my TikTok content, I will have that linked down below as well. And you can also purchase the deck that you see today from my showcase. If you use the link that I'm going to be putting in the description box, you will actually get some TikTok shop money in your account, okay? So definitely take advantage of that. If you have a TikTok already, that's fine. You still get a little bit of money. If you don't have TikTok, there's a little bit more of an incentive. I can't remember the exact amount. But let's see here. For Leo. Okay, so for my Leos, what is coming in the next 30 days for money and finances? The Hermit card. What does it say? It says, I honor my spiritual self on the card. So for my Leo, there is this energy of really like following your intuition, following your heart, doing what you feel and know is best for you. So my Leos are definitely going to be focused on self within the next 30 days. And that's really going to improve your finances, actually. 9 of Cups. It's like, because my Leo is turning inward and focusing on themselves, what it is that they personally desire, what it is that they envision for their lives, it actually leads to wish fulfillment, which of course that makes sense, right? Because in order to accomplish your dreams, or even know what those dreams are that will fulfill you, you have to cancel out the outside noise, right? So let's see here. Also, I was getting in the beginning of the reading for my Leos as well, there might be people who literally just like feel inspired to gift to you. So for example, like if you work for, I don't know why I'm getting this really specific message about like maybe working for a small business, and that business does well. And you know, we're about to like close out the first quarter of 2025. Of course, if you're finding this in the future, this is a timeless reading, but it's really like you are getting a gift. So like if you work for a small business, the small business's numbers were up, made profits above what was expected, and now you get an unexpected bonus because your boss just wants to give to you. For some of you, it could be smaller, it could be like gift cards or whatever, but I'm really feeling like actually a little bit more of a gift, and I'm specifically feeling that it's financial gifts. For others of you, this could be just people in your lives like literally giving you gifts, okay? So like maybe there's something you've talked about that you've been desiring to have, there's something you wanted to purchase for yourself and maybe you've been putting it off, and then somebody you know actually just gives you the item. Somebody that you've talked to about it just gifts it to you. But yeah, I definitely feel like Leos, it's giving gifting energy, okay? 2 of Pentacles here. So what is our 2 of Pentacles about? Okay, so, and the Death card here. So with my Leos, so number 1, the Strength card is literally the Leo's card, okay? So that is a good sign of like kind of feeling at home in the right place, kind of in the spotlight. But we also had this card here, which says balance. And the Two of Pentacles is all about like kind of juggling things, balancing things, trying to maintain things, right? I feel as if for my Leos within the next 30 days, what's going to help you with your money and your finances is actually kind of balancing out, like being in the spotlight, being the main character energy, which you're known for doing, which you naturally do, as well as allowing other people to take the spotlight a little bit, okay? So again, there's going to be quite a bit of focus on you where people are literally just giving to my Leos within the next 30 days. But I also feel for a lot of you, you are learning that valuable lesson of like allowing other people to have the spotlight during certain times. And I'm also getting this energy of really focusing on like acknowledging the good deeds that other people do for you, and acknowledging, you know, their, I can't quite put my finger on the exact term that I want to use, Leos, which is kind of crazy that I'm at a loss for words because I always have all the words. I have Gemini in so many of my placements, but it's like you're kind of recognizing greatness in other people. That's really what I want to say for my Leos. It's like you are recognizing greatness in other people and how that benefits you, benefits your life, and also how it allows you to maintain your spotlight status, okay? It's like you're making space for other people to have the spotlight and recognizing that that actually allows you to stay in your spotlight status somehow as well. And then with the Death card here, there's definitely something shifting within the next 30 days for my Leos. Let's get a card about that. Okay, you could also be presented with a choice within the next 30 days, my Leos. This card literally says foresight. So for my Leos, honestly, whatever this is, you have literally seen it coming. So I feel as if there is somebody in your life who, maybe you've somebody, or I want to say it could also be a company. So like, for example, you've already been interviewing for a position, right? You're already on to like negotiation stages and you know that. And maybe you're on to negotiation stages with like a couple different companies. For others of you, it can literally be people in your physical reality, but you're going to be given choices, okay? You're going to have some choices which will require action on your part, and whatever these choices are actually going to be pretty monumental for my Leo because we did get the Death card here. So to me, that symbolizes that whatever choices or action that you're taking within the next 30 days when it comes to money and finances, which for Leo, I'm feeling that it has to do with physical things as well. It might not really be your personal career. Like maybe for some of my Leos, you even have a partner or a spouse who has been interviewing and has different job opportunities within like different states or even a different country. And you're going to be given the choice on what it is that you're desiring to do. But it's definitely going to shift your reality, okay? So you're going to enjoy the way that this shifts. This, again, is a moving card. So for some of my Leos, you are literally just getting the opportunity to move within the next 30 days. Others of you, again, this could be a job because the moving card to me can also symbolize like a transition in career, changing your career, or just simply changing your current position or company that you work for. Page of Cups. Okay, so with the Page of Cups, again, intuition is really heavy here. So I feel like whatever is coming up for my Leos within the next 30 days, there's not really going to be any surprises. My Leos actually have been given quite a bit of divine guidance already. And I really feel as if the next 30 days is kind of going to feel like the puzzle pieces, the final puzzle pieces coming together and being revealed to my Leos on where their path is headed and what is to come. So I don't think that there's as many changes within the next 30 days, but it's going to be, you know, things starting to take shape, you starting to see those choices and opportunities. And the other thing is, I think you're going to be getting additional foresight and insight about your future as well past that 30-day period, okay? So that's what I have for my Leos for the next 30 days in money. Do not forget, there is going to be extended readings for every single sign. But in that extended reading, we are going to cover love within the next 30 days for every sign. And those will be available for purchase on an individual basis. But of course, if you want to watch like all of your zodiac placements, obviously go ahead and get the monthly subscription to my Patreon account. Yes, and you're welcome, you guys, in the chat, in the live. Thanks for being here with me, liking the live, subscribing, doing all of the things. And again, I'm going to have my link to TikTok linked down below. If you already have TikTok, still click on it. You will get a little bit of TikTok shop money. And then if you do not have TikTok yet, they will also give you money. Okay, so that's going to be linked down below. And if you want the deck that I'm using today, that is in my showcase. Okay, so next is going to be Virgo. This live has been going by so fast, you guys. Like, we're already 50 minutes in, but we've got some signs to go through still. Okay. My Virgo, what is coming in money for the next 30 days? What can my Virgos expect? So I don't know why the card had a little bit of a difficult time coming out, but the card that we got here is the Star card, okay? So with the Star card, this is about a major wish fulfillment. So honestly, the vibe that I'm getting is that for my Virgos, you've been trying to manifest something specific when it comes to your money or diligently working towards that. Like, it's kind of giving, you know, working diligently towards a savings goal, for example. And maybe you were just like, that last $100 to your goal for some reason has been like your plateau point and you've been having difficulty surpassing that. It's like Virgos are surpassing that. They're finally reaching that level that they've been trying to manifest. Maybe for some of my Virgos, I'm also hearing credit score. Like, maybe you had a certain credit score goal and maybe you've been sitting like 5 points below that for a long time and you've been trying diligently putting in the effort. 2:22 on the clock as I say that, and you are finally making it happen. It's finally, oh, the card almost flew away from me. It's finally coming into fruition, finally happening with the Star card, okay? That is major wish fulfillment. I feel as if as well within the next 30 days, my Virgos, of course, because you are finally reaching that goal, you are getting a lot of satisfaction, okay? So you're going to feel like the Star. That's the other energy that's here pretty heavily for my Virgos, is you will literally feel like the Star, okay? Because you are achieving what you've been desiring. Again, this is really feeling like something that my Virgos have had to put a lot of effort into. So this isn't something that just came easily to you. It's just getting that payoff, that payout of what you have been working towards, okay? So it's kind of like finally getting what you deserve. My Virgos are kind of like finally getting what they deserve within the next 30 days. For others of you, I'm literally hearing like maybe you've been working on a degree or certificates and you've completed those programs within the last couple of months, like up to 6 months. And now you're finally getting like a new position that is applicable to that certificate or degree. It's kind of like giving those kind of vibes, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. For some of you, I'm also feeling like literally paying off your car. Like maybe you've been even just putting an extra $10 or $50 a month towards your car and it's finally paying off and you're finally like able to accomplish that goal, okay? Six of Swords. This is about entering a more peaceful era, okay? So for my Virgos, with this Six of Swords, really whatever is coming and whatever is happening within the next 30 days, again, you're going to be getting a lot of peace from that. Because this has been something that I feel my Virgos have been kind of consumed by, because whatever this goal is, again, it's been like a pretty lofty goal. It's been a pretty important goal for you. And it's like you can finally have peace of mind because you're not thinking about it anymore. I'm kind of getting that image in my mind of somebody where like you sit down and write in your journal in the mornings, like what you're trying to accomplish. Like somebody who takes daily note of their progress, takes daily note of where they're headed, why they're doing what they're doing, why they're taking certain action steps. And Virgo, you're no longer going to be so consumed by these thoughts anymore. You're going to feel a lot more at peace. And honestly, I'm also getting the vibe that for this particular Virgo collective, I feel like you are super hard workers. You have a lot of goals in your lifetime, things that you would like to achieve within this lifetime. And so for my Virgos, I'm really feeling like within the next 30 days, there is this moment of peace, but I almost feel as if you're questioning like, okay, what's next? What am I going to work on next? Let's see. Okay, the Emperor card. So again, you guys, my Virgos, you are going to be a lot more focused on literally just feeling empowered within the next 30 days. I honestly feel like whatever this goal is that you're finally accomplishing as well, it's like really boosting your confidence. I do feel like for this particular collective, my Virgos were already confident, okay? I already feel like you believed in yourself, you were confident about what it was that you were working towards. But whatever this goal is, it's like reaching this milestone is going to make you feel as if you truly can manifest and accomplish anything that you desire in this lifetime. So you're going to be in this Emperor energy, okay? And I'm also feeling like within the next 30 days, it's a little bit less about like what else you're going to be doing, what else you're going to be accomplishing, working towards. I feel like with the Emperor energy, there's kind of this sense of like planning. I also feel like reaching this major goal, my Virgos, you're going to start thinking to yourselves that you need to be thinking bigger. You need to be, yeah, you need to just be thinking bigger. That's honestly just the vibe that it's getting. Thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, desiring more. Because whatever it is that you're about to accomplish, it is like literally proving to you that you are capable of more. Because whatever this goal was, it initially was so lofty. And you're like, well, now that I've climbed this mountain, of course I can go even higher, higher, and higher. So, yeah, it's like you're going to be reevaluating some of the goals that you currently have as well, because once you reach this one, you're going to think, well, that's not even high enough. So 55 on the timer as I say that, you guys. The Chariot. So the next 30 days are very, very destined times for you guys, because I only pulled 4 cards for you today, and 3 of the 4 are major arcana. Our major arcana cards are always about destined and fated times, okay? So for my Chariot card here, this is like you have learned the lessons. You've also learned a lot of lessons associated with this large goal of yours, okay? So I don't know if this is about diligence, patience, putting in the effort, but it's actually going to allow you to move a lot quicker in your future goals now, because you've learned so much along the way. So Virgo, honestly, the next 30 days when it comes to money and finances, it is literally just setting you up for major success moving forward in your life, because it's kind of like you've cracked the code about your personal abundance, your personal path to abundance, how to accomplish and how to achieve what it is, what you want out of this lifetime, okay, my Virgos? But that's what I have for you for the next 30 days in money, okay? So don't forget that once the reading is over, I'm going to be filming for Patreon. We're doing extended for all of the zodiac signs, but the Patreon readings are going to be what is next in love within the next 30 days, or what to expect in love the next 30 days. And again, you will be able to buy those on an individual basis for each sign, or if you want to watch all of the extended readings, obviously just get the monthly membership for $777 and do that instead. You'll have access to everything. Okay, so we're going to do Libras next. Anyways, thanks to everybody in the live for being here, even the people who are saying crazy stuff, because you're still boosting me in the algorithm. Okay, so Libra, within the next 30 days, I don't know, I honestly feel like that was relevant, me even just calling out the crazies in the chat, because people always say the most wild stuff while in here, right? I'm specifically on YouTube. I would say TikTok is a totally different vibe. If you want to see my lives over there, obviously click the link down below. I'll be putting that in the description box once this uploads, but anyways, so like how I was saying, that there will be people in the lives on YouTube that really are not even into tarot, aren't into spirituality, are just whatever, but technically them commenting so much like actually benefits me, right? Because it boosts my live, it boosts my video in the algorithm, it gets the message still to the people who want and need to hear it, right? So for my Libras, also thank you for liking the live. For my Libras, in a weird way, there's going to be something that people could perceive as negative, right? Like I could choose to perceive that as a negative thing, but to me, it doesn't really bother me at all, number one. And number two, it boosts me in the algorithm. So of course they're welcome to stay. But for my Libras, it's like there's kind of this energy where there's something that normally like should bother you, stereotypically should bother you or upset you, but it's not upsetting you because you see the benefit in the situation, okay? The Empress card came out. So literally the Empress is a manifester. She is a master manifester, you guys. And within the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the Empress, she is typically pregnant, okay? So what are you doing when you're pregnant? You are literally creating life. You are literally creating a brand new life, okay? I also have been thinking about, I'm getting this message about how, you know, so with the Empress, within pregnancy, obviously women pass down their genes to their children that they're pregnant with. But one thing that we normally don't talk about is how your child's DNA actually gets transferred to you. So if you're pregnant, you actually will be, they change your DNA for the rest of your life, okay? So I'm really feeling like for my Libras, it's like you're creating something brand new and you are creating it from yourself, your own energy, your own inspiration, right? Of course. But it is changing you on a fundamental basis as well. So my Libras, within the next 30 days, on some fundamental level, you are literally changing and you are having some kind of new beginning, and it's an intentional one, okay? So it's an intentional manifestation, an intentional new beginning that my Libras have been desiring. You have been actively manifesting, actively working towards. But yeah, it is just changing you entirely. Let me see here. 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. So when it comes to money and finances within the next 30 days, my Libras, you are going to be extremely happy. So again, you have been actively trying to manifest whatever it is that you are receiving and whatever it is you're bringing into your reality. I'm also really getting whatever this was that you were trying to manifest when it comes to money and finances is actually going to change your lifestyle. So it could be that for my Libras, you're literally making more money, which obviously can change your lifestyle, right? Because when you have more money, you have more options, more opportunities on what you can spend that money on or spend your time doing. Like maybe you can get a cleaner now or something and you have more free time, right? I need to shift in my chair. Sorry, guys. But with this card, I want to read what it says here. It says, connecting to the earth reminds me that abundance is unlimited. For some of my Libras, you're also getting outside. I personally live in a very cold state, so I'm not going outside right now. It's too cold for that. But for those of you that maybe live in a colder climate, or you're watching this when it's colder out, maybe you're literally even having the opportunity to travel because of this new abundance, because of this new beginning that you have within that next 30 days, or even just like planning that. I was literally thinking of like the ocean. For some of you, you live near water and you're able to actually visit. But I'm also just getting this energy of having a little bit more time to relax. So for some of my Libras, maybe you were trying to manifest literally just a new job. And at this new job, maybe you make enough money to where you used to have to work 2 jobs. Now you only work 1. But definitely this manifestation of changing your lifestyle, okay? That's the main thing for my Libras. Whatever this is that you've been trying to manifest, you've been actively manifesting, is actually changing your lifestyle. Let's see. The Hanged Man. So whatever it is you're manifesting as well, again, how I said that it's going to fundamentally change you in some way. Your perspective on life, I feel as if your perspective on money and abundance as well will change. I feel as if for my Libras, like maybe you had one definition of what it means to be wealthy, and maybe that's even changing, or maybe you had a specific idea on what you wanted your lifestyle to look like, and that might be shifting as well. But again, there's a lot of comfortable energy for Libra, and it's kind of like, you know, if somebody shifts from being more so in survival mode to having more abundance, now you can start to think about new things that maybe you couldn't think about, because it honestly is a luxury to think about certain things in life, because, you know, there's the hustle and bustle of day to day. And if you did resonate with that message of like having more than one job, of course, if you are living a more comfortable lifestyle, making more money from a singular job to where you can let go of the second one, well, now you have all of this time to think about other things outside of like your schedule and balancing those 2 jobs out. So, but that's what I have for my Libras for what is coming in money and finances within the next 30 days. Do not forget, you guys, all of the signs today, I'm going to be doing a Patreon extended where we're going to cover what to expect when it comes to love in the next 30 days. So I will go ahead and have those linked down below once I get those posted later. And then, of course, if you want to buy the deck that I'm using today, go ahead, go to my TikTok. I will have a link down below where you can get some TikTok money, because they'll give you a little bit of money for TikTok shop as well for using my link. And then in my showcase on TikTok is where you can find the deck. So, that's what I have, you guys, for Libra. And then for the one-on-one sessions, I do have some personal readings available. So my Etsy will be linked down below for you guys as well, where you can purchase those. And I'm expanding that, you guys. Right now, I have like a limited menu on Etsy, but I'm actually going to be adding additional services on there, so keep your eye out for that. And then we're gonna do Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio is next. Scorpio. Okay, so what's next for my Scorpios within the next 30 days when it comes to their money? Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I feel as if my Scorpios are already in this energy, okay? There's been some kind of shift or change within your day-to-day, within your reality. So it's honestly giving like maybe some of you, I'm not saying this is going to happen, I mean, maybe if you intuitively feel this way, but don't make the shoe fit if it doesn't fit, you guys. But I'm feeling for Scorpio that there is this energy of like, maybe you got laid off, maybe you did have 2 jobs, but then like your second job just doesn't have enough hours for you on the schedule. I don't know, something that honestly though, it's something that feels a little bit like a loss and a little bit like it's been kind of stressing you out a little bit. Yeah, Page of Swords is about cutting things out. Or maybe for some of my Scorpios as well, like maybe you really just had a toxic living environment or a toxic job environment where you chose to take a short-term financial loss in order to change your life. And it kind of feels as if this was like a little bit of a spontaneous decision. This was a little bit last minute, not really well planned out, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Yeah, it's kind of like for my Scorpios within the next 30 days, I honestly feel as if you're kind of healing from whatever this situation was. For some of my Scorpios, it literally was like a poor investment. So maybe you made an investment in the past and you didn't quite have like all of the necessary information, or you were kind of like a novice at whatever it was that you invested in the past potentially, to where you just didn't quite have all of the information, okay? Which is fine, but I feel as if my Scorpios within the next 30 days, you're going to be more so focused on like healing from that situation and specifically healing your mindset surrounding that situation as well. And like, for example, maybe if you like lived somewhere, it could even be that, it's like when I say toxic living environment, it's not necessarily even that it was a roommate or living with somebody else. Like maybe, for example, Scorpios, you are moving this month to a more affordable apartment. Like maybe last year you chose to go ahead and get a luxury apartment and one that was at the top of your budget. And maybe you were able to pull it off, but, you know, it ended up stressing you out more than you actually enjoyed living there. It could even be something like that. It doesn't have to be super extreme. It doesn't have to be that you got laid off. It's just, or maybe even you did take on a second job and you were realizing that you just didn't have any time for yourself. You weren't having the work-life balance that you need and desire. So you chose to leave one of the jobs, even though that obviously would lead to a little bit less money. So it's kind of like giving those vibes where my Scorpio, you were just kind of making decisions where it's what's best for your soul, what's best for your work-life balance. Yeah. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So what I am hearing though is that for my Scorpios, whatever it is that you are letting go of within the next 30 days, it's actually going to leave additional space and room for you to manifest receiving other blessings, okay? So like, for example, if you resonated with that message of like, maybe you are moving out of your expensive apartment and you found somewhere a little bit more affordable, it's going to lead to you having additional income to invest in. Say if you want to get someone to clean your house, which then leads to getting additional time to where you can get a second job or do whatever, start a business, or, you know, just having that additional income, you can literally invest it and have your money work for you instead of even working anywhere else, right? Or, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting though. It's like whatever you, or maybe if you did get rid of your second job, maybe you are replacing that with starting a side hustle or a business that you've been desiring to do. And because you got rid of that second job, now you have the time to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else here. But I definitely am hearing get ready to receive, okay? So for my Scorpios, you are going to be receiving. I do feel like because it's towards the end of the message, it is going to be a little bit more towards the end of that 30-day period where you're starting to receive the benefits from whatever it is that you left behind, okay? with that Six of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Cups as well. So I feel like by the end of the 30 days, you're actually going to feel a lot more at peace. You're going to feel better rested. You're going to feel as if you are more yourself again, because whatever this was that you left behind, like it kind of drained you and took you out of character. Two of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be energized and you're going to be ready to take action again as well at the end of the 30-day period, Scorpio. Okay, so however you start off the month, whatever it is that you're choosing to leave behind from the beginning of the reading, don't worry, don't fret. It is leaving space for you to actually receive new opportunities and receive different sources of abundance in your life as well. So that's what I have for my Scorpio for money and finances within the next 30 days. Do not forget, you guys, for all 12 of the zodiac signs, we are also doing extended readings, okay? So in the video, we are covering here, of course, is money, finances in the next 30 days. But on Patreon, I will be covering what's next in love for all 12 of the zodiac signs as well. And those will be linked down below. You can purchase an individual reading, but if you want to watch more than one, I would highly recommend just subscribing to my Patreon for $7.77 per month, where you will get access to literally every single extended reading that I create, okay? And then again, if you do have TikTok, if you don't have TikTok, does not matter. Go ahead, click the TikTok link that I will have in the description box. You can purchase this tarot deck for my showcase if you desire to, but you will get a little bit of TikTok shop money just by clicking that link. Okay, so just have 4 signs left, you guys. But Sagittarius is going to be next. Okay, so we'll do Sagittarius. And if you are watching into this in the future, of course, you guys, or if you want to go back and watch the video if you're here in the live now, I'm going to have timestamps down below as well, so you can go ahead and watch all your signs. I don't know why I feel the need to say this to Sagittarius or remind you during Sagittarius. But for my Sagittarius, that may be relevant because, of course, when we're talking about money, you can watch your sun, moon, rising sign, but also your Jupiter, okay? Because our Jupiter surrounds like our life work, our luck, our finances, things like that. So let's go ahead and see what is going to be happening in money and finances for my Sagittarius within the next 30 days. So King of Pentacles. Okay, so King of Pentacles. Number 1, Sagittarius, I just feel like you're getting to the bag. With the King of Pentacles being here, I really feel like Sagittarius is getting to the bag. I feel like that's all you're really focused on within the next 30 days. I also feel as if for my Sagittarius, you are actually like very much so standing in your power, sitting in your power, sitting in your throne, just like the King of Pentacles, okay? It's like it doesn't really matter what else is going on in life, whatever is happening around you. It kind of feels like whatever is happening around you is just like noise, right? But my Sagittarius, it's like you have finally mastered canceling out the noise around you, not worrying about that, and just literally focusing on your bag. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So again, we have a money card here for my Sagittarius. So as you are focused to getting to the bag, that is working out for you with the Wheel of Fortune card, okay? It is working out for you. What they say about the Wheel of Fortune is when it is time for the Wheel of Fortune to spin around, it just keeps spinning, 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 and it pulls you into its gravitational pull, okay? It's not something that you can avoid. It's not something that can be stopped, and you will will just be getting taken with that Wheel of Fortune, okay? So it's kind of like within the next 30 days, because you have learned to cancel out the outside noise, because you no longer care about what else is going on in life, and you're no longer allowing that to like sidetrack you or segue you and your goals. You are entering this era of abundance that is just going to keep moving, and there's not going to be anything or anybody who can interrupt it. So of course in life there's still going to be highs and lows, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But the difference between somebody who can really amass wealth over a period of time, over their lifetime, and have what they're desiring when it comes to their finances, is they literally remain focused on that no matter what else is going on in life, right? So even if you have an investment that doesn't go how you desire it, or whatever it might be, Sagittarius, it's kind of like you're in this mindset where you are so much in your power to where no matter what happens, you're like, okay, so I've learned that this isn't quite the right way to approach that, but this is how I'm going to be moving forward. And this is all about the consistency as well. This is really what I'm feeling with that Wheel of Fortune card. It's like you are in this consistent habitual pattern of following your intuition, taking action, learning from the failures, and just moving forward, okay? So also, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, with my Sagittarius, you've actually worked your way up to a certain level to where within the next 30 days, you do have some disposable income where you're able to invest in something brand new. So this card, what was sticking out to me on the Wheel of Fortune is this card. It literally says chance on it. So I would not be surprised if for my Sagittarius, you are taking a chance on something new when it comes to finances. Okay, so the Devil card here. So the Devil card is associated with Capricorn, right? So I would not be surprised if you guys have some heavy Capricorn placements. You might want to watch that. That's the next sign that follows Sagittarius. But with the Devil card here, I'm really feeling, again, Sagittarius, there's this energy of hard work and also obsession with your personal goals. So Sagittarius, you are literally going to be so focused, so obsessed on your goals, what it is that you want to accomplish. Again, nothing else will be able to shake you, deter you, move you in any way, okay? I do feel for Sagittarius, within the next 30 days, this isn't quite money related. I'm sure we'll touch base on this a little bit more in the extended, which is focused more so on love and relationships. I do feel within the next 30 days, there is something that's going on in your life. It might have already started as well, or like you kind of know this is going on, where there's a little bit of emotional turmoil surrounding like a personal issue in your life as well. I do feel though that Sagittarius, it's kind of like the next 30 days are, I'm getting that phrase of like, show me what you're made of. So I really feel for my Sagittarius, within the next 30 days, it's like you're almost proving to yourself who you are, okay? Because I feel like whatever this emotional turmoil is, I feel like for a lot of you, it's already started like with some kind of personal issue. In the past, it would have phased you. It would have deterred you. It would have changed your path. It would have done those things. It would have shaken you up. But it's like these next 30 days are literally proving to Sagittarius that they have healed these issues of the past, and that moving forward, they will continue to literally remain diligent no matter what happens and not allow the things that come up in life or with other people to shake them off their path, okay? But that is what I have for my Sagittarius. Of course, again, you guys, we're going to have the extended reading where we're going to cover what's next in love for the next 30 days, or like what to expect in love for the next 30 days for all 12 zodiac signs, which I will be linking down below once I get those posted today. You can purchase an individual reading, but if you're like me, you like to watch all of the signs, or you just want to be able to have access to all of my extended readings, obviously just get the monthly membership to Patreon, which is $7.77 a month, okay? So also, if you don't have TikTok, even if you have TikTok already, go ahead and click the link down below, you guys. I'll put that in the description later. They have this promotion going on right now where you will actually get some TikTok shop money just for clicking the link. If you already have an account, you do have to make an account, of course, to use TikTok shop. So if you don't have one, use the link to do that. And you can get the deck that I'm using today in my showcase on TikTok shop as well on TikTok. Okay. So, yes, thanks everybody for being in the live and liking the live. And then we're going to move on to Capricorn. My nose is itchy. Okay, so my Capricorns, I'm not going to lie, I feel like, again, this is kind of similar to Sagittarius. I feel like personal things might be impacting your money and finances a little bit in the next 30 days. But you know what they say, that your nose itches when someone's thinking of you. So let's see how that's relevant to Capricorn's money and finances in the next 30 days. It's like the messages don't even want to come out. The moon. Okay, so you guys, first things first. There might be somebody in your life who actually like has some kind of plan for something that they want to present you with. So for some of my Capricorns, it's like maybe your boss is creating a new position at work, or there's a position that's opened up. And maybe your boss is already having like those preliminary conversations saying like, oh, so-and-so would be great for the job. They're definitely somebody who can have something to add to this position. But it's like somebody kind of has Capricorn in mind within the next 30 days. So I actually feel for Capricorn, there's just going to be new opportunities coming towards you that are kind of falling in your lap in a way. Not entirely, of course, because you've had to have been doing a good job. You have like a reputation that you've already worked on for yourself, which is actually leading to this. Because of course, you know, you have to have that good reputation for someone to create a position for you, or for somebody to keep you in mind when something opens up, right? I'm going to read what this one says. It says, the path may not be clear, but my intuition lights the way one step at a time, is what it says on this one here. So, yeah, I don't know, Capricorn. Honestly, this could even be your guides and your angels as well. So there's a focus here for Capricorn on like really following your intuition, being in tune with yourself, being in tune with your angels, like saying your prayers, all of that. 3 of Cups. Okay, within the next 30 days, though, you are going to have quite a bit to celebrate. For some of you as well, because the 3 of Cups is like a card of not just celebration, but also getting together with friends. I feel like within the next 30 days, you guys are going to have a bit to celebrate. And some of these opportunities literally could come from friends. So maybe one of your friends has a business and you have like a certain skill set that they could utilize at their business or they're in need of. For others of you, for my Capricorns, it literally could be like your friend works for a company and the company is hiring. Page of Wands. Okay, so it says enthusiasm, good news, courage. Okay, we're not going to read the whole card, but there's this new beginning energy, okay? So again, for my Capricorns, it's like you are just being presented with something new. I feel like whoever is presenting this to you as well is very excited about bringing this opportunity towards you. Again, it really feels like there's this energy of it being brought to you, okay? But you're definitely going to be very excited about it. There's also this energy as well that like if there was something that you were competing for, so this could literally be like if you were trying to get a new job, beating out the competition. So like going to the interviews, beating out the competition, the other people who applied to the position, the other people who were going for the role. This is also giving, like, for example, I'm getting the image of like a Capricorn who wants to buy a new home or is trying to sell their home or sell a particular item. There's this energy of beating the competition, right? Like there's this energy of like Capricorn's offer on the home being accepted. This energy of Capricorn being the one who actually receives the offer on their home or whatever item they're selling, that the buyers determine that your home is like the proper home, or that whatever you're offering or selling is the proper thing. For some of my Capricorns as well, when it comes to business, I'm feeling like some of my Capricorns are actually business owners. And so, you know, I'm getting the image of like a local coffee shop. Maybe you run some kind of special, some kind of promotion, and you get a lot of foot traffic compared to other coffee shops in the neighborhood within the next 30 days. But again, it is that image, that energy of beating out the competition and things just kind of like seamlessly working out for my Capricorns within the next 30 days, okay? Two of Pentacles. So again, you know, we talked about celebrations, opportunities falling into your lap, new things coming about. With the Two of Pentacles, okay, so whenever we take on new opportunities, there is going to be some kind of transition period. Or, you know, even with beating out the competition, right? If we were going back to the coffee shop example, there is a period of needing to balance things out, okay? Because there's an energy of things getting busier. There's always a transition period between, you know, taking on additional business, taking on a new job, all of those things, right? So Capricorn, within the next 30 days, it's really important for you to focus on balancing out your responsibilities, opportunities, the things you have going on. But then also for my Capricorns, because the friendship and the celebration card came out as well, it is going to be important for Capricorn to find time for play and the people in their lives as well. Okay. So I feel like Capricorn just is going to need to stay grounded with these new exciting things that are coming up in the next 30 days. Yeah, and still have fun. Still make time for your social life, Capricorn, okay? Need a sip of water. Maybe my Capricorns also need to stay hydrated, you guys. Anyways, that's what I have for money, career, finances for my Capricorns within the next 30 days, you guys. Again, do not forget, we will have the extendeds, okay? So in the extended, we will cover love for the next 30 days. And those will all be posted to Patreon. I will have them linked in the description box down below once I get those uploaded today. And then again, whether you have TikTok already or not, go ahead and click my TikTok link that I will have in the description box. They are giving away TikTok shop money for people who already have TikTok accounts, and then also for those who are like downloading the app and creating brand new accounts. And that is where you can get this deck. If you do like the deck that I was using today, it's going to be in my showcase on my TikTok account. So we have 2 signs left, you guys. Final countdown here. We've got Aquarius and Pisces left. Again, I will have the timestamps, you guys. So if you are like just now getting to the live, once this goes up, I will also put timestamps if you want to watch other signs as well. Okay, so Aquarius, let's see what's happening for Aquarius in the next 30 days. Okay, so right before I started this Aquarius, I literally was saying it's the final countdown, okay? So, you know, I feel like my Aquarius for the next 30 days, that's going to be kind of the energy here. For my Aquarius, honestly, I'm kind of getting the vibe of like potentially wrapping up a project. Yeah, a project. 9 of Cups. Okay. Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment and just feeling fulfilled in general. So I feel like when it comes to whatever this is that you've been working on or you've been trying to close out, there's a sense of satisfaction from seeing some kind of effort or some kind of work be closed out, okay? 3:03 on the clock as I say that, and there's 30 likes on the live as well. So definitely some synchronicities here. King of Swords. Okay, so within the next 30 days as well, it's kind of like for Aquarius, you're having a lot of clarity as well. So I feel like whatever this is that you've been working on, maybe there's been some stagnation due to, I'm feeling like maybe there were some plans or some things that you kind of had to tweak and change along the way with whatever this project is that you've been working on. And so you're finally having like clarity on exactly how to close it out, or for some of you, I'm feeling like whatever this project was could have potentially been setting up something brand new as well. So like, for example, I'm getting the image of like a friend I have who is, who was a manager at a store for a while, right? And was setting up brand new stores. That's what the position was throughout the US and Canada. And so he would literally fly there and just help get them all set up. So it technically was the completion of his project once things were up and running, right? And the store was open, but it was also the beginning of a brand new project. So I'm not sure how that resonates for you guys. Go ahead and definitely comment. Let me know how. But that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you have the clarity on how to close out this phase, and it feels like the beginning of something. The Empress card. So this to me just hones in again on like that beginning energy, because again, as we discussed, you guys, with the Empress card, the Empress is normally depicted as a pregnant woman literally creating brand new life, right? So it's like you are closing out something that is creating something brand new. So for some of you as well, like maybe you were starting a business. So you did, like, maybe it's not for another company and opening the franchises like I was talking about before, but it could be like literally starting your own business, right? So you are getting clarity on how to close out that beginning phase, the planning phase, on how you're going to execute everything. And then it leads to this new manifestation, this new abundant era. Okay, so I guess what else does Aquarius need to know about this? The Star. Okay, so I also feel as if whatever the plans are that you've had in place, the way that you've been approaching things, trying to execute the plan, I honestly feel like for Aquarius, things are really going to go as planned. I feel as if, again, you know, we talked about that fulfillment energy. There's going to be a lot of satisfaction from seeing your planning and from seeing your, strategy work out the way that you expected. Like, it's definitely giving that Aquarius has been careful. They have made tweaks where they needed to when it comes to whatever this project or thing is. And now they're getting that satisfaction of seeing it come to life and seeing it play out the way that they desired it to. I also would not be surprised if, honestly, for Aquarius, that this actually worked out even better than you expected. So whatever the results are better than expected. Let's see here. 5 of Wands. The World. Okay, yeah, you're closing out this cycle as well of kind of like having anxiety, or maybe feeling as if you have to fight for whatever it is that you've been working towards, Aquarius. Knight of Cups, creative expression. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of my Aquarius that are watching this video are entrepreneurs, or like quite literally started their own business, because, you know, again, it's giving that energy of like things playing out exactly how you planned them, things going as expected, having things materialize in the way that you desired them to. And with this card, it literally says success on the World card as well. So my Aquarius, you're going to feel as if this was successful, that your planning was successful, and that this new venture is successful, and that you are entering this era of general success. And with the 5 of Wands here, it's like everything that you've fought for, you've kind of, I'm not going to lie, there was a little bit of a feeling of maybe like a struggle energy in the past. But you're ending that. You're ending that. You are exiting that era. You are entering the new phase to where things are just going a lot smoother. You're finding a lot more success with ease in this next phase. Okay, so definitely get ready, Aquarius. You are in that final countdown, okay? And things are working out for you. So that's what I have for my Aquarius for what to expect within money, career, finances within the next 30 days, okay? Do not forget, we are going to have the extended readings as well for all 12 zodiac signs on Patreon. I will link them down below once I have those posted. And those are going to be for what is next in love in the next 30 days, okay, you guys? So, of course, click my TikTok link as well so you can get your TikTok money. And if you want to get this deck, you can shop it in my showcase on TikTok as well. But you're going to want to get your free money first. So obviously click the link. Okay, you guys. So last but not least, we're going to move on to our Pisces. Let's see here. Okay, Pisces, 90, I don't know why I felt the need to say that, your timestamp, 9835, I don't know, maybe those numbers mean something to somebody, but Pisces, ooh, popping out, what can you expect within the next 30 days for money and finances? Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups here. We all know the 8 of Cups is about leaving things behind, okay? So literally, Pisces, you could potentially, it literally says abandoning plans on here as well. So for my Pisces, you guys might be leaving something behind. And I honestly feel like for my Pisces, it's going to be something that you had this anticipation that whatever this thing was, that it was going to be much bigger than it ended up being. It kind of feels like you had high hopes for whatever this was. It could have been a job, it could have been a business, it could have been an investment, but it's kind of like Pisces, you're just starting to realize that whatever it is that you were working on or invested in isn't going to reap the results that you're desiring. And kind of accepting that. I feel like for Pisces, you're kind of like in this place of acceptance within the next 30 days as well. Okay, Ace of Cups. So here's what I have to say though for my Pisces. So the good news for my Pisces is that by walking away from whatever this was that was not giving you that satisfaction, that you are coming to terms with the fact that it isn't going to have the payout that you desire, you are actually leaving space for that new beginning that is going to do so. Because the Ace of Cups, I mean, it literally says outpouring, okay? But the Ace of Cups is all about being emotionally fulfilled, having a lot of satisfaction, a lot of emotional satisfaction. So within the next 30 days, Pisces, honestly, I feel like whatever you made this difficult decision to move on from, it's actually leaving the door open and you're starting to see other opportunities as well. So for some of my Pisces, it's not even that you're necessarily like beginning those new opportunities, or maybe you are beginning them, but it's not necessarily come fully to fruition even within the next 30 days, but it's kind of like you're idea of what you're capable of and what is available to you is expanding within the next 30 days. So whatever this thing was that kind of felt like a loss is actually opening up your mind to new opportunities, new possibilities. And I'm honestly hearing new dreams as well. It's kind of like Pisces, you're having bigger dreams and different dreams for yourself than what you had previously when you were kind of like caught up in this old situation that was never going to work out exactly how you wanted it to, because it was never supposed to. It wasn't really for you, if that makes sense. We have the Eight of Swords here, so I want to know what that's about. A couple cards came out. King of Pentacles and Foresight. Okay, so I am feeling as if within the next 30 days, though, I do feel as if Pisces, honestly, you're going to have so many ideas. You're going to feel so inspired, but a little bit restricted. And I'm honestly feeling the main reason why isn't because you can't act upon these things. It's almost like I'm getting the feeling that Pisces, you're going to have so many ideas that you know that it's not going to be physically possible to act upon all of the ideas and to act upon all of the plans within the next 30 days. Like, you're going to literally have so many ideas and your mind is going to be so far expanded as to what is possible for you, what's available to you, to where you're just literally going to have to prioritize it. So I really feel like for my Pisces, especially with this Three of Wands card, it's like you're going to have to determine which action steps you're going to take first, what ideas you're going to act upon first, and prioritize them in a way to where, you know, once you get X project done, well, then now that's going to free up additional time for you to work on this other project over here, and maybe like getting certain projects to a point to kind of run for themselves. Okay, so like for example with my TikTok and YouTube accounts, right? Well, first I had to get the social media started, so you know, getting the content created, getting that out there, like starting to get a following, get content batched up to where now for Instagram, my Instagram is running itself. So I don't have to like worry about that. And then now that I've done that, I can start my Patreon account, right? And once my Patreon gets up and running, eventually there's going to be a ton of content on there as well. Right now there's a couple videos, but there's going to be 12 more after today. Okay. But it's kind of like giving those vibes where it's like just attacking one project at a time until you have certain things kind of moving for themselves to where it takes a little bit less effort on your part to where you can invest elsewhere. But honestly, with the King of Pentacles as well being here, I really feel that for my Pisces, you're going to feel really secure in where you're at, where you stand, and also with your projects. So I also feel like for my Pisces, maybe you aren't quite like to where you want to be in those projects quite yet, or maybe your finances aren't even quite to that point yet. So maybe you're like starting to get money rolling in, but you know that it's going to grow to become so much bigger in the future, to where Pisces, you're still in this King of Pentacles energy, because it's like you understand what it is you have to do to get to where you want to go. And now it's just a matter of prioritizing it and taking action in that direction, consistent action, remaining diligent, and again, prioritizing your tasks to where you do have time to take it all on. Because of course, you know, you can't do too many projects at once. That will not work out, my boo-boo. But okay, let's get one final message for my Pisces. Okay, you guys, Ace of Pentacles. So you can't make this up. Like my Pisces, within the next 30 days, I'm honestly feeling for my Pisces, it's not that you're getting handed opportunities the same way as I believe it was Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn. But it's like you're creating new opportunities. For some of you, they might just be falling in your lap. So if you do have Capricorn heavy in your chart, obviously go and watch that as well. I will have that time stamped down below once I upload this. But for my Pisces, like, you literally are going to be getting some payouts as well. Ace of Pentacles, it says prosperity on it. And I feel as if this is your energy as well. Like, you are literally mentally shifting into this prosperous abundance energy, this abundance mindset, which then will lead to a snowball effect, okay? To where you're just like going from project to project to project and continuously getting results, and going deeper on those projects that you have as well, to where you're providing like additional offerings, additional products, services, whatever it might be, and finding creative ways to where you can physically make it happen. Because of course, none of us can work 24 hours a day. Okay, but that's what I have for my Pisces. So yeah, that's definitely a good one, Pisces. You're going to be expanding quite a bit in the next 30 days. Do not forget, we will have the extended reading, okay? So on my Patreon, I will be posting what is next in love, or what to expect in love for the next 30 days for all 12 zodiac signs. Once I have those posted, I will be linking them down below in the description box. Of course, whether you have TikTok already or you do not, go ahead and just click the link that I will be putting in my description box as well. TikTok is giving out some free TikTok shop money at the time. It is a little bit more if you don't have an account already. I can't remember the exact amount. Go ahead and do that. And then, of course, if you want this deck, you want to purchase the deck that I used today, that will be in my TikTok showcase as well. Okay, so you can go ahead and purchase it there. But obviously, click the link so you can get your free money first, you guys. And per usual, follow me on all the platforms, support all the platforms, post on all of them daily, as well as support my resale business. And if you want a personal reading, of course, go ahead and check out my Etsy. Everything's going to be in the description box down below. But thank you, you guys, for being here in the live. If you are just watching this later on, thank you for watching in general. I love, love, love all of you. And of course, if you like the message, go ahead and like the video. Thank you to those of you who have already. Subscribe, hit the bell button, do all the things, push all the buttons. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you so soon.